All right. Hey, everyone. Todd here, internalarchitect.com. In this video, I want to talk about what it's like to before radiation treatment. I haven't ever done any radiation treatment, so this is why I wanted to create this video so that you guys can at least understand what goes on before it. Before I start, please hit subscribe below and hit the bell for notifications so you know when I put out a new video. Before radiation treatment, I will tell you right now that my anxiety is through the roof. I know this because between the anxiety and the stress of what is about to happen, uh, I, I can just feel it. I can tell my gut's been just a little bit kind of all over the place, and I get my left eye has been twitching a little bit, and so I just know that my body is feeling stress right now, and I've been feeling a lot of anxiety for the last couple of weeks as we have figured out that this was the route that we're going to go. And at this point, it's Sunday. I start my first round of radiation treatment on Wednesday. And so I have about a 3-day window right now, 3.5-day window right now of the buildup to this next course of treatment that I'm about to go through. And to be real honest with you, it's tough. I've been doing the best I can to keep my mindset in a growth area so that I'm not really losing my mind. But it's tough because there's just a lot of fear going on with this. So I wanted to share all this with you because of just that. I want you to be able to relate. I hope you can relate to this because it sucks. That's the downside about cancers. There's so many ways that this can pivot into just so many other directions that it's hard to really even know what is going to happen next. And I'm at a point right now where I'm really just feeling like I want to just get this going. I want to get this started so we can, I can kind of move on with the other things that are going on in my life. Cause that's the thing about cancers. It just puts so many things on hold, and and with the desire and the everything that you want to be able to do with your life, so that's where I'm at. I just feel like everything's in slow motion right now, and I'm trying to be patient. I'm doing everything I can. I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job of it, but it's tough because I just want to get this going. I just want to be able to move forward and start the next chapter of what life is going to be like after cancer again. So that's really my feelings. I just really want to get this show on the road, and just the waiting, I get it. There's all this prep time and everything has to be done and whatever. So I understand it, fully understand it. It's just frustrating because you just feel like you're in limbo, and there's not a lot you can do. And I know for all of you out there that are going through or have gone through cancer, you get this. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I wanted to kind of share 3 things that I'm doing to be able to kind of help alleviate some of the stress and at least work on keeping myself in some sort of a kind of stable mental spot and not kind of go down that rabbit hole of depression. And really it's just the 3 biggest things is just, one, keeping my mind working and moving forward, and just trying to, I've been trying to be a little bit more social with people, the last couple nights I've actually gotten out and just visited with some friends and just, went out to dinner with my wife and stuff like that, just doing some things outside of just staying at home and doing just kind of the status quo. And that's been really a huge thing because you just kind of got to get out of that shell. You got to kind of move around and do some stuff and not continue that way, because that repetitiveness can start to feel like Groundhog's Day. And it's just, when you're in the middle of limbo, you just don't, you do everything you can to kind of change it up and make it a little bit easier for yourself moving forward. And by being out and just getting social, seeing friends and seeing the people that you love and just you can talk to, and just like I said, be social. I actually had my first beer in like 2 months, 2.5 months, and it was real good. Although I did wake up with a little bit of a headaches because I haven't had any anything like that in my body for months now. So I did have a little bit of a headache, and that's just kind of par for the course. But it was okay, and it just felt good to get out and talk with people and see people and just be social and let people know that I'm I'm still here and that I'm not going anywhere. And it does a number of things. And I was able to talk to some other people, and I like listening to other people's things that are going on in their lives, and so it was good talking with other people and maybe even helping them out a little bit, kind of figure out their journey in life too. So continuing to just do good things, good positive things. And it was great because it kind of took me out of kind of where I'm at in my own head and what is going on and why, and just kind of listen and help some other people too, just because for I like to listen to people, and I think I have good ways to explain how to kind of reach the next level for them. So that was really positive, and that was really good. The second thing is, how do you start kind of getting your endorphins going? Because your endorphins are such a good way to help alleviate the downsides of say depression and anxiety and everything. And that's just getting out to exercise. And I've this last week I didn't get out and do any bike riding. I've just been trying to work as much as I can before this whole thing starts, because I'm about to take about a 5-6 week break from work because I just all the treatment and everything. So I'm not going to have time to work during the weekdays, obviously, because of radiation and just where I'm doing it in Denver, and the course of just a whole lot of things. So, but this last week I worked a lot. I worked about a little over 50 hours and just really I just kind of was grinding. I was walking, 5-6 miles a day and just really busy, just back and forth all over the place. And it was okay. It was good. It helped keep me going. And I was just tired every day after work. But, I'm also a little bit just tired all around just because of the stress and anxiety and everything else. So my body's just a little bit beat up right now from, having the course of earlier treatment, having the allergic reaction, and then just the stress of what's next. So, and then I think the third thing that I think is really important for everyone to think about is just really kind of doubling down on your creative outlet. And, obviously this is mine. I've been a little bit lax in trying to get in here every day, but, as the days get shorter, you just do everything you can to be as creative as you can. And I think for myself, this is kind of like, I really, really just like getting in front of the camera, and I like talking because it's a way for me to kind of start working through all the different things, all the different discussions that are happening in my head, so I can get them on tape, and I can actually work on getting them out of my head, and I can start opening that space for other conversations and other discussions that I just happen to talk to myself about all the time. So this was a good one for me because it's just, as you are going, for cancer survivors and for cancer patients, it's a big challenge to deal with all the different aspects of your mentality and your mindset to really keep moving forward. And by having a creative outlet of some sort really makes a huge difference in your how you approach everything going on in life. So if you're able to apply both some sort of you know endorphin crushing type of activity and a creative outlet, you're really setting yourself up for a really good way to help battle this entire experience they call cancer from a mental standpoint, and it really helps with everything else moving forward too. So those are the things I had in mind. I really just needed to kind of let you all know that this is, the anxiety and the stress is real high right now as I'm getting closer to my first round of radiation treatment. I've heard a lot of different aspects about it. I've heard that it may not be as hard as the chemotherapy. I've also heard that it's harder than the chemotherapy. So I don't really know what to expect. And I think that's where a lot of my fear comes from, is this, I haven't experienced this. I didn't go through this the last time 9 years ago, because it wasn't really a way, from how I understand it, it wasn't a good way to really treat my Hodgkin's at the time. Not that it is, it just because I was so far advanced with stage 4 at that period. So because this is apparently a good way to kind of move forward, because we did catch it early. So yeah, that's where I'm at. That's what I'm thinking about. And, I just want to say thank you for listening. And if you have any questions or comments, please hit me in the comment section below. And I just want to say, I thank you so much. I appreciate your time and energy into watching the videos. And, just, there's a lot of gratitude to helping me and listening to me as I kind of ramble on. So I hope you all have a great day, and I will be putting out another video here pretty quick. And then I will also do a video to fill you in about what my first experience was like going through my first treatment with radiation. So awesome. Hope you all have, again, a great afternoon, and I will see you on the next video.